Did you know that two-thirds of all mobile money transaction in the world happens in sub-Saharan Africa? Think about that for a moment. A continent that is often viewed through a narrow, outdated, or imbalanced lens by much of the rest of the world is actually pioneering the financial technologies that the rest of the world is scrambling to copy. When people think of tech innovation, their minds jump to places like San Francisco, not to Nairobi or Lagos. Today, we're going to flip that script and explore Africa's rising tech hubs and how they're not just participating in global innovation, but in many ways, leading it. African Silicon Valleys are not just knockoffs of Silicon Valley. They're building something different, something better. Let's break it down. Africa doesn't have just one tech hub. It's a massive continent, and each region brings its own strengths. Lagos, Nigeria is a fintech giant, home to Flutterwave, valued at $3 billion. Nairobi, Kenya created M-Pesa, which revolutionized mobile payments. Cape Town and Johannesburg, South Africa's financial centers, lead in e-commerce and insurtech. Cairo, Egypt is exploding with AI, e-commerce, and logistics startups. Kigali, Rwanda is innovating with drones, agritech, and green energy. Botswana is literally building a Silicon Valley from scratch, investing $60 million in infrastructure for over 100 startups. In 2023, just four countries, Kenya, Egypt, South Africa, and Nigeria, secured nearly 90% of Africa's startup funding. But what made these places so innovative? The answer, they didn't follow the traditional development path. In the West, tech often builds on legacy systems, landlines, physical banks, etc. In Africa, many of those systems never existed. So when mobile phones arrived, people skipped landlines entirely. The clearest example? Kenya's M-Pesa. It let people send money via text long before most even had bank accounts. Within 10 years, mobile money was mainstream. Here's the beauty in that. Without outdated systems, Africa built agile, efficient, and inclusive solutions. But let's not sugarcoat it. There are still major hurdles. Internet access remains low, about 37% in 2023, and power outages are frequent. Over 25% of Nigerian businesses report big losses due to electricity issues. So while a startup might be building world-class fintech, the founder could also be relying on a generator. Yet these very constraints shape innovation. In Western markets, startups compete over convenience, like shaving a minute off grocery delivery. In Africa, they're solving urgent needs. Zipline in Rwanda uses drones to deliver medical supplies to rural hospitals. M-Kopa lets families without electricity buy solar power on a pay-as-you-go model. These aren't just